Welcome everybody to tonight's live. Goodness me, Saturday night. What an incredible time of the year. Now, how are we all? Tonight, it's all about align, scale, and thrive, right? So, let me ask you, hello SWHG, hi. So, are you in business? Drop a 1 in if you're in business. I'd love to know. Because tonight we are talking about aligning our business, scaling our business, and then being able to thrive. So, you know, sometimes people feel like their business doesn't actually reflect the true purpose of the person. So we're going to have a look at that and how to realign and scale your business authentically. So if you're in business, drop a 1 in the comments. I would love to know. So welcome everybody. Let me know where you're tuning in from and introduce yourselves so we know where you are and who you are. That would be amazing. And you know, being in business really has to be aligned with our core values, and you know, in order to have sustainable growth. And hi Peter, hi Jay, welcome guys. Where are you tuning in from? I'd love to know. And let me know if you're in business. Drop a 1 in the comments. Hi Nelly, hi Jenny and Lisa, welcome. So what a great time of the year it is, hey? So tonight align, scale and thrive. Business is about being in alignment, and often there's just something missing that stops us from being able to grow. So if you're in business, drop a 1. If you're a bit stuck in your business, drop a 2. Just so we know where everybody's at. Hi Stu, hi Moe, welcome. And welcome to Xander. So let me know, are you in business? And you know, drop a yes in if you're in business, and if you're feeling a little bit stuck, drop a 1 in the comments, because often you know, we can be a little bit stuck to go to the next level in business, right? This is quite normal. You don't have to be, you know, a lot of people carry shame and guilt around that as well. They don't want to, you know, want people to know that they might be stuck. But the perfect scenario about that is that this is why I'm building a community, in fact, because thanks for sharing, Grace. Thank you. This is why I'm building a community, because it's a safe space where we all learn and grow together. And it's really about the members. It's that makes it so great. The members are the ones that it belongs to. I'm just there to facilitate. So it's really important that we all understand that business is not about being on your own, even if you're in business on your own. So hey Connor, welcome, thank you. Thanks for sharing, Chopper, welcome. Whatever. And yeah, hi there everyone. Great shares. Thanks, Chopper. So I'm gonna put in, where can I do that? I'm just going to try and put this in. So this is a link I'm sharing with you guys for my community, and I'd love for you guys to take a look, because if you're in business and you know, you do feel a little bit stuck, which is very normal, It is thanks notifications. Thank you. Because like I've been in business for a number of years, and I have to say that, the three things that come to mind are align, scale, and thrive. Often we're out of alignment, and so therefore when we go to the next level, we actually are not able to break through that, and so we're not able, our business is not scalable, and therefore we're not thriving like we should be. And I don't like saying the word should, because like we should on so many things, it's just not something that I believe is a word that we choose to use, and people use it all the time. In fact, people often say you should, but really, should I? Right? So the importance of alignment in business is really about not being able to burn out, being a leader, but not being able to not burning out, because often that's what happens, because you think you've got to do it all on your own. You think you've got to do it on your own. And, that makes life very challenging for a lot of people. So actually, Nasser, I think you're the one that really, I'm just going to fix that up so that if I can, sometimes it's like, yep, there we go, gone. So, we become very stagnant in our business because of that. And that makes life really hard for taking a business to the next level, because we start to worry, we start to be concerned, then we start to feel guilty, then we start to feel, feel inadequate, I suppose. But there's got to be some strategic alignment in order to impact your business's performance. And hi, Emily, welcome. Thank you. So, what's your current business model? And does it reflect your core values right now? Do you have your vision? Drop a 1 in if you've actually written your vision statement, because that's super important. If you haven't got your vision statement written, then do you actually know what your vision is? And it's okay to say no, because for many years I didn't, and I didn't know that I needed to have that. So I knew about the mission statement, but the vision statement really goes hand in hand with that, and that's how you know if you're in alignment. Hi, Sophia, welcome. And are your team, the team that you work with, are they in alignment with your vision and mission as well, I guess? So, there's some frameworks in place where you can assess and realign business and the elements of your business. So there's things like strategy, like what's your strategy? Hi, that special kid, hello. Overall approach to achieving your goals and making sure that they're on track and they stay on track. That is so important. And the structure, what structures do you have in place in order to, for your reporting, and to review those structures in the organisation to make sure that you are on track? The systems, what systems have you got in place? And do you have the right processes and procedures in place to support the business overall? And, that includes your marketing. Like, do you know how to market your business effectively? And then what are your shared values? Do the people in your business and your clients as well, know your core beliefs and principles that guide your business, because if they don't know that, then it's very possible that they're not coming to you because you're not clear in your messaging. And the culture and behavior that runs through the business comes from the top. So if you're a great leader, then your values and morals will start to sift down through the business. Hi, Zahara. And it's important to be transparent. Be transparent to your staff. Be transparent to your clients, so they have a very clear message on, who you are and what you do. Skills is the next one. These are all words that start with S, have you noticed? So what are your capabilities and competences? And, have you got somebody else that you've aligned with in order to show, use their strengths so that you can work with your strengths, and that way, you're aligning and collaborating with them as well. And the style, what's your leadership style? Are you micromanaging your staff? Hi, Time, welcome. Because you don't want to be doing that with staff. Staff don't need to be micromanaged if you're very clear about, the structure and the strategies and the culture and all of those things that you have in, I don't know. I have no idea. So, are there clear written roles for their positions within the company? And there's been, there's the 7 S's, but then there's one that a lot of people forget about. So I'm going to add that on. And that is self-belief. Your self-belief needs to run through the business so that all your staff believe in your business as much as you do. Because when that happens, your message goes all the way out from yourself to your office manager, to your production manager, to your staff, and that goes directly to your clients. And that way, there is no disruption in that message. So, it's important that you have all that very clear all the way down. You're a concreter. Is that your own business? S7251, is that your own business that you have? Drop a 1 in if it is, or a yes. So what I'd like to show you is in my community, this is what what my community is all about. And I've started running this because so it's the Health, Wealth and Wisdom Hub. And, we have a win section, and this lady put in a post this afternoon that, it's a win. You can see here it's under the wins. Whoops, can't show that information. It's under the wins tab. And what she said is that she's finally been able to create her brand with GPT Chat. And what she said is the community and its members are so supportive in building her confidence that, and building her confidence by continuing to uplift her and give her encouragement to take action, even the small steps, because, that's what we do here. It doesn't matter how far ahead you are in this journey. What's important is that you are supported fully. You're never on your own. Sandy says it's fun. where are we? We got our wins here. Where's our wins tab? There's we do a leaderboard update every week. Here, Ruth says, wanted to say that she's had a fantastic breakthrough session with me. And she's worked with her old money stories, which stems back from, way back. She was skillfully guided towards the breakthrough, asking questions and prodding for her to think deeper and feel deeper about her results. And, so that's another win. And this is what it's about, guys. It's about giving you the freedom to be able to feel comfortable enough to be able to give yourself grace, to feel vulnerable when you feel like you need to be vulnerable, but also going on your daily growth, building your business. Everybody in here has a business of some sort, so it's not business specific. It is more about, I'm just seeing if we have, no, if we have, the goals to achieve, we want to be able to do that feeling supported. And this is what it's about. This is about overall success, because that does come from, mindset. It comes from emotional experiences in the past. There's a lot of things that actually do affect your growth, so that you can level up to the next level in business. And Cara the best. Hello. Hi, Dominic. Welcome. So, this is something that is one of those things that often they're the unseen, they're the unknown, they're the unconscious beliefs that have been keeping you stuck. And sometimes you don't even know what they are, and you don't need to know what they are. Often it's just about releasing even the unknown. So, that's what works. There's breakthroughs, there's breakdowns, the breakdown before the breakthrough. And that's super important, because if you're not recognizing what that breakthrough is, then you're not understanding and recognizing what needs to be done and how to level up. So, that's super, super important as well. And that's what I do. I do use law of attraction. I use clinical hypnosis like timeline therapy, so that you achieve your goals faster, so that you can, thank you very much for the love. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks, 8H is awesome. Hi, T-Dub, sorry, Mr. T-Dub Williams, sorry. Thank you for liking my live. Feel free to share it. I would love for you guys to share it. And, so there's a lot that's involved with that, the timeline therapy, the breakthrough sessions, the one-on-one breakthrough sessions that I do, the coaching using law of attraction strategies, so that you can achieve your goals faster, so that you can actually thrive and make sure that you are in full alignment in order to be able to move forward. Right? Why does anybody want to be stuck? The aim of the the aim of opening and starting our own business, whether it's an online business, whether it's a, traditional business, whether, whatever the business is, then, the aim of that is to thrive in business, right? So you can live the life that you really want to live and the life that you desire, and you want to have choices. You want to be able to give your family the things that they deserve and what they want. Hey, Zach, welcome. So I can't be the only person that wants to help other people. My mission is about helping other people. That's what I want. That's what makes me happy. That's what takes me to my happy place. Seeing people in my community having these breakthroughs. And hi, Goat08, welcome. Welcome, Aces. So that's what's important to me, is that I have the ability to be able to help other people. And when I help these people, then watching them grow and flourish after that is so gratifying, absolutely gratifying. So thanks, Owen. And that's huge, as a leader and also as a, creator. I'm also, I have coaches and mentors that I use too, so that I don't stay stagnant, so that I can grow, so that I can equip my members with the information and the tools and strategies, so that they can be their best self in their business as well. Because you don't want to stay in the same place, right? Hi, Nadine, welcome. You don't want to be stuck. You don't want to be limited. Hi, Izzy, welcome. You want to literally be flourishing and thriving, because thriving is about, freedom. It's actually about freedom. Hi, Keanu. Looks like mental freedom, emotional freedom, because emotional freedom actually creates less mental stress, and financial freedom actually creates less mindfulness, less mind stress, mental stress, and emotional stress. Because the majority of things that cause any issues with us, 90% of it comes down to financial worry. Right? So thanks, Shelley. Yeah, that's a great point. I love that, because that is so true. And, people don't realize your emotions are actually fully connected to your outcomes. Hey, Gemma, welcome. So understanding where all that comes from, understanding how to manage that, understanding the best way to be able to keep breaking through those limiting beliefs or those limits that you might have come up against, those glass ceilings, actually is amazing to see them do that. Hey, Brooklyn, welcome. So that's where I get the most gratitude. That's what I love to see at all times. And for me, that just absolutely makes my day. So I've just put a comment in there. That's my community. I'd love for you guys to take a look at that. Have a look and see whether or not you think that it's for you. If not, then you can email me with any questions at info@atmdailyprofits.com, and I'll definitely be able to, answer any questions that you've got. But jump in there and have a look and see, because, this community is a safe space for you to feel no pressure. There's a space where you're fully supported by other members as well. It is about the members. The members are the ones that actually get this community, and I'm just there to facilitate and help them along their journey. So, I am on a mission so that as many people as possible will thrive in 2025. And for me, that's super important. So, it is something that I love doing. I love helping other people. That is my purpose in life. And so this is something that is really, really close to my heart. And, if you do need some help, why don't you just jump in and take a look? Jump in, take a look, see what you think. If you think that, hi Todd Yo, if you think it's for you, then stay. If it's not, well, that's okay too. So we are safe. We are secure. We monitor it. It's not on social media. So, there's way too much noise on social media. So it's not a group on social media. It's actually a private group on school where you can literally, get the information that you need to succeed and thrive in your business. So that's the goal. That's what we're looking for. And, I'd love to know your thoughts. I'd love to know if you've got any questions, what areas that you need help in. Let me know. Drop a comment in below so that we can have a look for you. Because, let's answer some questions right here, right now, while we can. Hey, Luke, welcome. Hi, Zesty, welcome. So, what questions do you have about being able to thrive in your business? What is it that you want, that you love, that you, maybe are stuck in and need some help to get through? Because I'd love to be able to help you do that. Like I said, that's what I'm here for. That is my sole purpose in life, is to help people break through those glass ceilings and go to another level in life, in business, whatever area you're looking at increasing. So, we want you guys to really make the most out of your life. Really make the most out of your life. So, key takeaways, I guess, are, hey, Declan, welcome, are about, aligning yourself with your business totally, so there is no misconception in the communication, to not only to your clients, but to your staff, because your staff are going to promote you if everything is transparent. And so that message really has to be aligned all the way through and very clear, so that they are mimicking you and mirroring your message to everybody out there, so people come to you more, right? So that's the first thing. And then, so the first thing's aligning. The second thing is, once you do that, then you're able to scale your business, because you're getting more clients, you're getting more customers, you're building your business. And so the more you do that, hey, Google was my eye. That's interesting. So when you do that, then everything comes together and you do scale up to the next level. And then when you do that, of course, you start to thrive. So that's key in business. And all those S's I went through before, you know, what did we start with? We started with strategies, and then systems and shared values and skills and style and staff. But the one that a lot of people don't use is self-belief. Your self-belief will filter through the message that your staff sends out there. Hey, Jimmy Chung. And if you want that message to be clear, then you need it to be clear for your staff and for the people that you talk to. Because if you're not clear in that message, then your marketing doesn't have a clear message, which means that your staff don't have a clear message. And you know what? At the end of the day, you can live a blissful and fulfilled life without putting in hours and hours and hours of extra time that you may already be doing, because the message is clear. You can do the things that are important in your business. Hey, Charles. Hi, Robbo. You can do the things that are important in your business without having a mixed message and, you know, having to reiterate that message all the time. Hey, Jude, welcome. So there, I guess, the key points of what you want in life. Now, let me just pop this in again so everybody gets it. If you're interested in that community, why is that not going in there now? This has been very awkward. See, I don't have tech skills, but I still manage to run a couple of businesses without any problem at all. I don't know why. Maybe I've done it too many times. If you scroll up on the messages, there is a link I've put in. So click on that, and that will have you come through and have a look around. And at the end of the day, you can make a decision once you have all the information, right? Which is important. So, hi, Boo Boo Beads. So I'm going to wrap this up now. Next, I won't be live tomorrow night, being Sunday here in the Southern Hemisphere. I'm in Australia, in case you didn't recognize the accent. And so, yeah, I've got, Monday night, I'll be back at the same time. And I look forward to having you guys join me then. So I don't know what I'm going to be talking about on Monday. Could be about business, could be about online income, could be about, community, could be any number of things. But it's all related to thriving and being successful. And that's the important thing, because, I love to help other people. And I love to help them succeed, and that's what I love to see. So I will see you all tomorrow night, not tomorrow night, on Monday night. Have an amazing rest of your weekend.